Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Georgia's will get the first crack on offense today. Now today, the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets rematch one of the wildest games in the history of the sport. 8 overtimes in Atlanta as Georgia somehow survived 44-42 to keep those playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, I think you could argue that was one of the best games the entire college football year. And how about the emotional scene after the game where the two head coaches came together, almost like a boxing match where the guys were just fatigued. And, of course, they were such good friends. Georgia found a way to win that game. Kind of a gutty performance. And maybe, who knows, maybe it helped them find themselves in overtime again, finding a way against Texas to win in the SEC title game a week later.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out in the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Frazier. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He's got it, looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they get...
Touchdown, Bulldogs. They finish off the scoring drive. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Georgia Tech's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. To the air, it's King. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is taking advantage of an opportunity. Their own offense scores on the opening drive. Now a big sack here on third down. Big decision here on your own side of the 50. Do you go for it or do you punt and give that offense the ball back?
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And here's the return now from midfield. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Grab behind the line, it's Bell. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle, it's Branch. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Brought down at the 18. That's a first down for the offense.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Georgia 14, Georgia Tech 0.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Eludes a tackle. He's past the marker and still going. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Bootleg looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, it's King. Looking deep on the scramble. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make a deep shot to the right? Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Trying the run, it's Frazier. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking right, this one caught. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Haynes. The returner is blocked out. Gets you started on the next drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's King. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It's past the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets lining up here on first and 10. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
This is the 6th play on the drive. To throw, it's King. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Tight end makes the grab. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the second half.
Set to kick it off.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's King. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for the first down at 37.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
On the run, it's Haynes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. He's going to hand this off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. The tight end has got it. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment, this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Georgia 24, Georgia Tech 3.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's King. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? He's running out of time here. Breaks an open space. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking downfield. It's King. He escapes the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Contact as he threw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. We're down now 14, 24-10. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Grinding away with a running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Now it's second down here. They're going to run it. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Good job of sitting back in zone by this defense. Allows the entire secondary to keep their eyes up and kind of feel the receivers, but recognize when the quarterback releases the ball and then break on it and knock it away. That was perfect technique.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And here's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Georgia.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent.